And the fourth, that same people that you have called, that you want them to live with you in unity and in harmony. And you that wrote the constitution, that should live by example, because this has been the problem of this country, where people will come and they will write a constitution, they will give laws, they will enact laws, but they will be the one, those people that enacted the law will be the one breaking it. You wrote that we are going to live in unity and in harmony, and at the backyard, at our back, you went and mobilized arms and ammunition and put air and land and sea blockade on our people, and our children died in their numbers, 6 million of them. 1967, 1970, where we bring something on the table and said, since you have wrote this thing and the wordings of it is kind of palatable, let's see if it is going to work. For this thing to work, we are bringing our own idea on the table. Let there be restructuring so that this unity and harmony you talked about will be rooted. We have basis, because as it is now, it doesn't have any base at all. It's not rooted anywhere. For it to be rooted on the people and have basis on the platform that will work on unity and harmony, let's have restructuring. Let's have a regional government where we'll govern ourselves, you govern yourself. Then we'll now have a center, whether it's going to be in Abuja, Lagos, or in Arewa place, or in Biafra land. We will agree on where the center will be. Then we'll bring tribute to the center. You said you will not accept that instead of us to live in unity and in harmony by exercising that same right, because people that are living in unity and harmony, rights must be respected, and you dampened down on our rights to decide to bring a suggestion. You killed us for the suggestion that we made with your counterparts in British and other world powers. Killed us in our millions. But you wrote that you want us, that this constitution and this country that have been created to favor you, that you are going to live in unity, that we shouldn't agitate or try to go back the way we were before, because that is what this constitution is telling Biafrans. Don't go back to the way you were before. Don't go back to your nation the way you were before, that you are living in unity, that you are living in harmony. We are bringing that same unity and harmony to the table. Let these three nations that find themselves in this part of the world, let's see if we can live in unity and harmony. And from the day one, you have been the one bringing this unity and hatred on the table. Why we bring peace? You said you threatened us with the houses we have, where the Biafrans are fighting to make sure that this unity and harmony that you yourself wrote and mentioned, so that it will be rooted. We go all over the place to integrate among your people. We even go to the length of getting married to your people, build our homes in your place, stay there all the days of our life, and visit our homeland, which is Biafra. For that in place, that this and harmony of yours will work, you turn it upside down. One this to see if we can integrate and work as a nation, and you have always turned it down. We want to go back. You will threaten us with that effort that we made for our unity to work. Who does that? I want to confirm that I'm secret. Am I still coming out?
You're coming out, but your voice was cracking. Yes.
Am I coming out?
Yes, you're coming out.
Okay.
You're coming out. Yes, you're coming out.
Okay. So all these things that we did for the unity that you protest to work is now what you are reminding us. How now that we want to go back to Biafra, what are we going to do with all this effort that we made to establish what you brought on the table? Because you brought something on the table and you're not working on it. It is us that was not there when you wrote, when you think what we don't know what was your motivation that motivated you to concoct all these things and put it in place to entice us. And we looked at it and said, in as much as these things doesn't have any basis anywhere, let's make it work. And we have been the one bringing something to find it. You rub it on our face that all these things we are building, we are not going to carry it on our head. I want to tell all of you that whatever we're going to lose at this cost of Biafra restoration that we have taken the path to go, we will recover it 100 million times in Biafra when we restore it. Time that we have something to that will not survive in a twinkle of an eye. This is people that cannot reason, that cannot put one and one together and bring out two. You give people 20 pounds and seize all their properties. 1967, hold on to do, started doing all manner of menial jobs that you can on you that things to yourself. Even our properties and our money shared among you, we outrun you. Today you say one person is the richest in Africa, which is a lie. We know what is going on, but that is not our problem. But I want to tell you, if you can recover with nothing, how much more can we recover now that we have something and we have a government of our own? So take the message back to him that he's living in a cocoa land. He's living in denial. And he's not a good, and I don't blame him anyway or her, because doctors and professors in Nigeria are fake. They buy them. They buy those things for themselves, to be called lawyers, to be called professors, to be called whatever name they give to themselves, honors that they give to themselves that they cannot defend, that they don't merit. Nikon Poops, he said, I have bring out this unity and harmony which brought us to where we are today. And you now say that as this, because we are going to live in unity and harmony, there will be no need for divisible, that there will be no need for dividing. And now we have seen that the unity and the harmony that you brought on the table is not visible. So if the unity and the harmony is not visible for the fact that you have brought it forward, we the Biafrans, we all stay with you and suffocate in your feeding bottle government, because you wrote in your backyard that the Biafrans and the Arewas and the Fulanis and the Oduduwas are going to live in unity and harmony, and the Biafrans are doing everything on daily basis to live in unity and harmony with you. For the fact you have said, because of this unity and harmony, there will be no, this nation will be indivisible and indissoluble. So for that sole reason, nobody will talk about dissolution. You are a daydreamer. Because we have come to remind you that whatever British give to you is mere British intentions and interest. And whatever you are protecting, fighting to protect, are also mere your interest. And when the Biafrans has destroyed Nigeria, we have not only dissolute Nigeria, we have destroyed it bricks by bricks to the ground. So you can take your constitution to hell for all the Biafrans care. You said that this sovereignty is under God. This is where all of you will lie against God. How can a sovereignty that was created by a man, you will be taking an oath of that same office under God? Are you for real? If you want to take any oath of office, you're going to take it under the name of the Lord Lugard that you all serve in Nigeria, not under God, because Nigeria was never created by God. It was not organically made. God did not create Nigeria. So therefore, whenever you want to write your garbage, put God out of it. You dedicate and promote, you dedicate to promote, to the promotion of anti-Africa. But today you promote those that are not Africans. You are anti-Africa. And you are welcoming those that are not Africans. But you wrote that you're going to promote those things that are not anti-Africa. But today what you're promoting is those things that are anti-Africa. But you said you're not going to promote those things that are anti-Africa. Those things that will come to hurt Africans. Those things that are not originally Africans. But today what you're promoting is China. What are Arab? Because they're the ones occupying every office, every construction company, everywhere in Nigeria. But those your citizens cannot get job that Chinese prisoners are getting in Nigeria. Chinese prisoners are the one working in Nigeria. Why your people that are freeborns, that have not committed any crime, that are citizens that are waiting, paying taxes to the so-called contraption, cannot afford food to eat, let alone doing any other thing for themselves? But you said you've come to promote anything that is not anti-African and the word of peace. Today Nigeria, somebody was saying earlier that Nigeria is ranked second. That is just what their bribe will fetch to them. Nigeria, if there's anything like the 0 point, that's the starting point of terrorism, Nigeria is the starting point of terrorism. They are not competing it with anybody. They are number one. Give it to them. Give it to them. They merit it. Stop taking it out from them. They deserve it. Give it to them. They are number one in terrorism. And we, the Biafrans, we end the terror of the Islamic Nigeria. You are introducing the word of peace. Then, international cooperation and understanding. Give me one international cooperation and understanding that the Nigerian state and this your constitution and this your government is bringing. If not international disgrace, international menace. Today in the African World Cup that you will play South Africa, look at what they used as your national anthem. A nation after 60-something years, a nation of generator. And these people even showed you people mercy by using generator to sing your national anthem. Because that is the type of sound. Everywhere now, nationally, there's no light for 2 weeks now. And you that, and you don't have sense in your brain that all these things are just shambolic words that are not working, that are not visible. Doctors will come and point them out for you to know that these things does not work. Today, go and sue South Africa because this is international. But you said that internationally you're going to be bringing international cooperation and understanding. What understanding are you bringing when you're championing jihad? A jihadist and tyrannical state can never champion anything. International cooperation. The international cooperation you're bringing is when Shetima, the vice president, the so-called vice president of the contraption that you are telling me about the constitution, went to the same international community, said he will bring in cooperation and so on and so forth. He went there to tell them that he's carrying his own poverty with pride. So the cooperation you're bringing internationally is carrying off your poverty with pride. Am I the one that said it? Your vice president. Who else will know your country better than your vice president and your president? Your president recently said that all the high rising of things and the poverty in the country, that is not the one that do it, and there's nothing he can do about it. Am I the one that said it? Are the Biafrans the one that said it? And you want us to remain in a country that are so hopeless, that the leaders are so confused that they don't know what to do, because the country was never created by them. They were never in agreement to form such entity that is so porous that criminals, that terrorists will be ravaging the people, killing them on daily basis unabated. You see what your country is bringing on the table? He said it's bringing international cooperation and understanding. Understanding is bringing is understanding. He wants to tell the international community to understand that the poverty in Nigeria cannot be cleansed, and they love it. They want to carry it with honor. They are already carrying it with honor and dignity. But Biafran said we cannot carry poverty with honor and dignity. That we are people that knows what innovation is. That we are people that know what development is. We are people that know what democracy is. We are people that know what development and building of nations is. And we want to build our nation. We have helped the West to build theirs. We want to build our own. And you're telling me about constitution that said that you are indivisible. Indivisible. And to provide for a constitution for the purpose of promoting the good government and welfare of all persons. Tell me the promoting or the promotion of constitution, this your constitution. Tell me how the government of the day is promoting the purpose and the welfare of the people. If these people are promoting and protecting the people and caring about their welfare, and they are dying in their numbers, and your president has said nothing about it, and the law enforcement agencies are the ones killing the citizens that the government, that your constitution said he will be protecting and seeing to their welfare. When they protest that there's an increment of a school fee, they will be killed. But you are seeing to their welfare. Are you okay? Okay. He said, for the purpose of, where did I stop? Promoting the good government. You have terrorists today, you don't have government. What you have today is terrorist government. And the whole world knows that. Shetima is a terrorist. Tinubu is a drug lord. What you have today is a combination of criminality and terrorism, and it's a dangerous combination. You don't have a good government. And the welfare of all persons in our country. You don't have any welfare of anybody. The person that you give in charge of welfare stole 800 and something billion. And she's still working free. She's the only person that feeds people with school children on lockdown with 86 billion when nobody's going to school. He feeds school children that are not going to school on pandemic. He wrote on the pages of paper that he fed them, that she fed them with 86 billion. And it was accepted because the system you run is one that doesn't care whether your citizens are going up or going down. If you have a government that is into the welfare of the citizens, our people will not be locked out in all the prisons in the West, in the world. Our people will not be dying in Mediterranean Sea and dying in desert to run out of the terrorist camp. But because you don't have a government that has the people at heart to see to their welfare, that's why everybody everywhere is in disarray today. The welfare of the persons in this country. On the principles of freedom, equality and justice. Can you just imagine? All these people will go and copy what other countries wrote. Fulani cannot write good English. Maybe this constitution is part of the constitution of America, or part of the constitutions of Finland, or part of the constitutions of one of these viable countries. He just went and Googled or he bribed some persons, please, can I have your constitution? And they send it. Then he changed the name, changed some things, and they bring it and tell you, now, this is our constitution. But he didn't know the content of the book that is holding. He don't know the meaning of words. This contraption is practicing what is written in the Constitution. Believe you me, nobody will argue, nobody will even be canvassing to go anywhere. I tell you that. Had there been this contraption from the day one, that going to practice what is written here, nobody will have any reason to agitate for anything, because things would have been done the way it should be. When the people are respected for their freedom, the principle of the Constitution, the way the government governs the people is on the basis of freedom, that you have a freedom of speech, you have a freedom of a religion, and freedom of all these things that are enshrined in the same Constitution that you read. And equality. Today you are not the same with the Fulanis. There's no equality. A Fulani man can steal as much as he wants. Nobody will question him. In fact, they came out to threaten that if you catch any Fulani and you put him in prison, that they are going to go on rampage. That you don't have the right to detain any Fulani man in any prison in Nigeria. Is that where is this your equality playing? In this your Constitution that said the equality of the people playing on the government of the day? But you said you are a doctor, and the justice Mazen was kidnapped. Do you know what kidnapping, government kidnapping an individual? Do you know what done in law? Act of terrorism. When a government kidnaps a person from another place, it's an act of terrorism, and that goes to the extent of breaching international laws. Where you have justice, the UN Charter says you are forbidden to torture any of your prisoner. It's against the law. You torture that person, you deny that person medical facilities, you deny him everything. And you said that there will be justice in the contraption that was created and given to you. And you're reminding me of what the Constitution said, that you're indivisible and indissoluble nation. But the things you say that are the ingredient that will keep that unity together, you're not practicing any of them. And the purpose of consolidating the unity of our people, to hereby make, enact, and give to ourselves the following constitutions. You see foolishness. That the purpose of all these things, consolidating all these things, and the unity of purpose, and the blah blah blah, and all this enacting of the law, and all these things, is to give to our people the life that they deserve. But the people, are they living the life they deserve today? The answer is no. So go and tell this idiot doctor that sent this thing to you. There are many other garbage that he wrote here, keywords, indivisible and indissoluble. This is the only thing they know. That the keywords from all these things that I read out for you, the only thing this nincompoop understand, and the only thing he can pick on, is that the word there in the Constitution said that the nation is indissoluble. Is indivisible. That is the only word he picks. The indivisible in the Constitution. And how can you build a Constitution, write a Constitution, and you say that Constitution is indivisible? Is indivisible. Before that, how can you write a Constitution and you put such clause? Because you know that what you have built or what have been given to you is an anti-human. It's an anti-human. It's against human being. That's why you put all this clause. And he said, are you all ready to go to Biafra and fight? Or will you be generally in exile? we can make Nigeria work. May God forbid you. May God forbid you. And may everything that Nigeria has offered to Biafrans, everything that Nigeria has offered to Biafrans, may it come upon the writer of this message. May it come upon the composer of this message. May everything that Nigeria has offered to the Biafrans from 1967, 1970, from the creation of this country, may it come upon this person, upon the doctor or professor or whosoever that wrote this jargon. May it come upon him or her till his 10th generation. He say, I can't continue reading this nonsense. Thank you so much, Biafrans.
Jaja, if it's okay if I can come in, just a moment, my brother. If it's okay, I can come in. It's okay, Mecca. Hello, Emeka, are you there?
Go ahead.
Yeah,
You
Jaja, it's very, very annoying that a situation like this. That is an example of those that went to school in Nigeria. They are professor, they are doctor, they are all kind of garbage. Can you imagine what a professor is writing? Can you imagine those that call themselves bank managers, all this kind of stuff? Somebody does not know that his place, for example, now, they don't know that they're living in an Islamic state. They don't know that. They don't know that part of the country, some people pay their tax to the Boko Harams. They don't know that. Some of them don't even know. It's really annoying that. So it's really annoying that some of these, the world now can understand what it means to be a professor in the Zoological Republic of Animal, what it means to be a bank manager, what it means to be a lawyer. A lawyer that your court will dismiss somebody, none of you will speak about it. A lawyer that only you are the tools to decide who rule people in agony and pains. A lawyer, so this is weird. Now the world is getting it very, very correct. What those they call intellectual in the midst of these Biafran people that have been, life have deprived them from everything that good thing that life can ever offer. A place where people give testimony and celebrate for visa to a country, to USA, to they have turned them lower than animal. Can you imagine that people in the edge of this total destruction, their currency is $1 to, and people, okay, for example, now you ask a very vital question. A lawyer and a professor or whatever garbage they may call themselves is asking you that, are you going to carry your properties? But these are people that have citizens of Biafra all over the whole planet Earth, has house from every corner of this planet Earth. Does it mean that if you, Biafra, tomorrow night, end of the year, Biafra come, most of us that decided to move to our ancestral land, so does it mean that the country of our residents will be asking us, I hope you are carrying your apartment, or you're carrying your home, your house, or you moving into Biafra land? What a shameless monkeys wearing suits. Monkeys in the form of women. Can you imagine that people like us does not exist? What will be the fate of our people? What will be the fate of our people? These morons is being governed by somebody that is not even allowed to have a driving license in United States. He never thought about it. These doctors or whatever you may call them is being ruled by somebody, a terrorist from dungeon. You bring the names of these people now. We try to Google or try to find out most of them who have mansions, how their income, how did they get their money? You cannot be able to find it. It's very clear to the world.
Ugochukwu, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me, Jaja?
Can anyone still hear Ugochukwu?
Yes, Ugochukwu is speaking.
Okay, I'm not hearing him.
Yeah. So I'm very, very happy that this Biafran liberation, no more struggle, no more secession, no more misca. This Biafran liberation that our PM and the whole government in exile has bring in a limelight is bringing out the color of stupidity of of foolish ones among us. How stupid, how useless, how one of them will come to this international garbage media, and those asking you questions are well informed. I mean, so much informed that your homes are being in the verge of being taken over by the terrorists. But you will be answering some garbage question. You know the way they look at you. I see so many countries and states of this world are being visited. When you visit some of them in 2 years, you go back there. There's one state as an example today where I am. This state 5 years ago, you cannot believe the forest that surrendered. One of our brothers that is here is aware of what I'm talking about, Christopher. But come today, it's a verge of tourism all over the people flood in summer, from all over the whole world. And people from these places are well informed what your place looks like. But you will come out and sit as an intellectual, garbage intellect. That is why most of them that travel to so many countries to be a doctor or they put them into tests. 3 times, they will all fail. Biafrans, if you have waken up, do not look at lunatic who have a garbage certificate that was bought from Oluwale in the name of a professor. Do not put your hope on these monkeys. These monkeys has been there. Our mothers does not have hospitals, small illness, they kill them. These people has been there. There is no light, common light with half of the allocation of our state. I can give light. I can give light for 365 days to our people, and which I know the important and vital importance of having the light or having a clean water, so that our mothers and sisters will not be drinking, pregnant women will not be drinking from where animals take shower. The importance of this, they never give it to you. And these monkeys are throwing irrelevant, the most disgusting questions I've ever seen. Even White Tappers cannot ask this question. What does that tell you? That these monkeys bought everything they have as a certificate. Certificate has become a disgrace. Certificate has become a disgusting something in part of the world. So many of them does not believe in education. What they believe is egombute. Egombute means, I don't know how to explain it in English, mbute, gathering of money. They make everything intellectual become a garbage. Look at a question, a monkey. This has been what they used to deceive the gullible ones. Oh, you have house in Lagos. How are you? And if somebody who's supposed to fight for his father's land, and people have been importing terrorists into your villages, your ancestral land that you was born to defend and secure for your unborn children. I became something somebody will tell you. Idiots, professors, doctors, you live in that zoological republic of animal. History was abolished in your curriculum from your schools. You never ask questions. But those that travel all over the whole planet, all over the whole world, see what is happening and fighting for you. Instead of you as an intellectual said, my brothers, you have done well. Where should we come in? This is marvelous. Our lives need to be secured before we talk about the entity that never existed. Before we save the commodities of the Nigerian report, the British commodities that will separate our people from these commodities. What you are asking, how are you going to manage your houses? How are you? I hope you come to fight. Did I tell you that I'm scared to carry gun against invaders? The question is no. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, my brother Ugochukwu, for that. God bless you. We are not afraid, and they know we are not afraid. God bless you. Kama, please, can you unmute yourself?
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, Jaja. Thank you, Emeka. And thank you, all the honorables in the house, all our ministers, everyone. I thank you so much for, that bold answer. I always tell people that every activist, true activist, is a good person that is not happy. And when you come to an activist and ask him question, if you're honest in your question, you will get an answer from a good heart. But if you come with a question that obviously you're trying to play down on what the person is doing, then you will get an answer from somebody that is not happy because of the situation of things. And that is exactly what Jaja has done. You just, told him off completely, even though I can tell you that in that is an Igbo organization anyway, but the majority of the people there are these old doctors, people that left Nigeria for many years. Now they are in their last stages, and and all that. They have accountants, they have so many of them there, So, but I can tell you that the chairman himself has actually voted, and his family, and he sent me confirmation. And so many of them have voted, and the more people are voting, because whenever they throw a question, I will answer it. Whenever they throw a question, I will answer it. Then somebody else asks question, and the question is, do you think that if I vote, that it will solve the problem? And another person said, vote first before you can start asking the question. Then this young man, now brought up this particular write-up, which I have not responded to him, because I know what they want. I know that they like long write-up because they like to read. They've been reading overseas. So I know I'm gonna take my time to respond, but I also want to hear from Jaja, because I know the way Jaja explain things and all that, so that I can also use certain words to back it up. But obviously, because Jaja responded, in anger, so I'm not gonna forward it there, because it's gonna spoil, you know. So, but obviously for me, you just dealt with it, because a lot of them are ignorant. They don't want to, they just want, they just don't have this belief system that oh, this Nigeria, you can still amend it somehow, and keep on patching it until the earth come to an end. That is some of their belief system. But those ones that have a good heart.
Kama,
Yes, sir.
Kama,
Yes,
can
sir.
you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Yes, I can hear you.
If they wrote this and sent to you,
Yeah,
you have to send the response back to
no,
them.
they put it on the platform.
Yes, you have to send a response. Those are not your voice. Those are the voice of the Biafrans. And what they need is an answer to what they wrote. And the answer has been given to them. If they are intellectuals, let them ponder on it. Or rather, come to our space and defend that indivisible. Since that is the only word they pick, they should come to our space and defend that indivisible in the constitution of the damnable Republic of Nigeria. So you saying that you will not send it to them will be, why did you just then send me the letters? Or you want me when you send it, as I'm responding to it, I should be romancing it?
Oh, okay, Jaja. Jaja.
Or are they going to flog you? Are they going to flog you?
Jaja, I obviously I want to win more people on that side, and they are winning. I didn't know.
You don't need to win. You don't need to win stupid people.
No, not the stupid ones. Not the stupid ones. Like I said now, the chairman of the union has voted with his family, and sent me a confirmation. And I know that many of them have actually voted, secretly, and they don't want to say. And because it's a big, there is over 100 people in the group, So I didn't know that there are other people that believe
Let me ask you a question.
in this struggle, until I made that bold step to start sharing those to them, sending messages, responding to them,
Kama, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you very well. I can hear you. Okay, can anyone hear me?
Yes, we are hearing you. I'm hearing both of you.
Okay.
Jaja, Kama is speaking. Jaja, can you
Okay,
hear? Are you hearing Kama?
Georgia, can you hear us?
No, Jaja is not hearing me at the moment.
Yes, it's network.
Okay, Georgia, let me
Yes.
Okay, let me carry on. Let me carry
Yes.
on
Can I just say
myself.
something? 30
Georgia, can you
seconds.
hear me?
Yeah. Sorry.
Can I say something? 30 seconds.
Yes, I don't.
Concerning to the response, just 30 seconds.
Oh.
Yeah, that response might even save more people from that group. It is not only the stupid one that response will make offense. That response that our judge just did and said you should send it back to them, it might save a lot of people. It might open their eyes. They might reason differently and realize their mistake and started doing what we are doing. Just try and send the message. Nobody it's only the foolish one and the selfish ones that will be offended with that message, that response. But the good ones, the one that maybe gullible one, the one that those people were deceiving, that message, that response might be helpful to them. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much, Biafra Queen. Kama, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you.
I think at the beginning of this space, I made mention of trying to talk to people the way forward, to get our freedom. You cannot convince everybody, so no stress yourself. Do not overthink this. Just give them your facts, your figures, your evidence. Whoever cares to listen, go listen. Our people are very stubborn, no? Don't forget. But once it makes sense to them, once it clicks, they will join. Don't stress yourself to convince anybody. Be it your family member, be it your friend. Just give them your information, that they need to know and move. If they want to, discuss it with you, fine, as to why we are voting, as to why there's the Biafra government in exile existence, as to why our prime minister is prime minister, as to how he was voted in, or who made him prime minister. All those questions that people can easily, do research and figure out by themselves. Once upon a time, one of my relatives called me. I was like, what's this Biafra is bringing problem? I asked her, what problem are you talking about? Our people are being killed every single day without provocation. Then all of a sudden, Biafra is not the problem. I don't understand. We're bringing solution to our people, for our people to be safe, secure. Especially all these uncles and aunties of Nyemego, Uncle Nyemego, Auntie Nyemego. It's a very shameful thing that people that live in a developed country, they're asking very stupid questions. Very, very stupid questions. The time that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu went to, was it Baltimore? Where was that? Week. World Igbo Congress. The whole World Igbo Congress. That they claim to be doing things in our interest, to make our lives better and all that good stuff. They refused to donate $1. $1 for our freedom. Okay, let's just say they did not understand what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was saying that time. It's possible that everybody, all of us were limited in our thinking. And even till now, after being exposed, after how many years, immediately Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped. They turned their back on Biafrans. They turned their back on Prime Minister. Then who's I don't understand though. Block your mind. Forget all these people. They will still join us at the end of the day. The good news is that they are not the ones in charge. That's the good news. Because if this kind of people were in charge, a lot of things would have been ruined. I'm telling you this. No stress yourself, please. Well, anybody that's willing to listen, let him listen. I was kicked out of our WhatsApp group, our family WhatsApp group, because of what did I even post? The day they were doing the what do you call it? The presentation for Biafra ID. I just posted that link and that was it. Then pursue me come on for the group. My own family. So what are we talking about? Anybody that cares to listen, they will listen. Of course, not everybody that supported that, but we still have unreasonable ones. Especially those that were there, they were even alive during the whole war. They will now start giving you PTSD, like showing signs of PTSD. We were there during the war. You don't know what we experienced, but we have knowledge of what happened. Ojukwu was not prepared for war. Whether you fight or whether you don't fight, they are still coming to kill everybody, all of us. Whether you want peace or whether you don't want peace, they are still coming for us. So what are you saying? Anybody that wants to get sense, not be by force. I've said at the beginning, not be by force to get sense. If anybody wants to remain foolish, let them remain foolish. It's their choice. We won't force you. Some of them will say we're not involved. What kind of stupid comments? Somebody is doing something good. Instead of it even show interest to, support or contribute so that the thing will come into fruition as quickly as possible. You are there sitting down, folding your arms. We were not involved. So don't stress yourself. You're not there massaging these people, their ego. We don't have that time, please. We don't have that time.
All right. Can I go on, Mecca, because I haven't finished my,
I don't see any reason for this thing to continue. I don't see any reason for it, please. Let's just move ahead.
Yeah, can I talk?
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Thank you so much. I like what you just said, and obviously you cannot convince everybody, and you cannot also trying to force them at the same time to accept what we are doing at the moment. But we have come a long way, and that we know that we are in charge, and at the same time we need to be strategic in what we are doing currently. It doesn't matter how we think about it. Like I said before, any activist, true activist is a good person with a good heart, and again is somebody that is angry because of something that is not right. Like I said, our brother Jaja responded as an activist that is not happy, and let's assume there's a kind of question that will be asked. The way he will respond is different, because somebody is honest. He doesn't understand something and he needs an answer. Then you give the person an answer, So obviously, it's not that I'm trying to convince everybody, but this is what we are doing now, because we want people to say yes to our referendum. Is our referendum. If it's let's assume that we're in Biafra land now, we are going to campaign, and we're going to do a lot of campaign to make sure that everybody in the land voted yes. And that for you to be able to do that, you have to be strategic, because obviously Nigeria will also campaign as well. So these are strategies. Hold on.
Please. We have gone past this stage that you're taking us to. I want to plead for your indulgence. We have gone past this level you're bringing us to. Are you going to campaign and protest for who? For what? What are you going to campaign for? Under a democratic setting or under a tyranny? Look at the Jumbotron today. Those that protested, those Hausa people, women that protested for the high rising of a foodstuff in the market. 3 of them that lead the protest, has all been arrested. But what happened to us is that we don't read meanings in some things that is happening around us. Somebody you said that have lived in abroad all his life, very close to his final ruin, cannot reason.
Sorry, I can't hear you again. I think the network.
Okay.
Yeah.
But before he comes back, Mazi Kama.
Yes, sir.
Kama is real. I've said it like probably this is like the fourth or fifth time. You can't please everybody.
No,
Number
it's
one.
impossible.
Number two, not everybody will vote yes. So let's get that far. Let's get that out of the way. We have people that organize themselves, just as World Igbo Congress and whatever Igbo organization that's out there or in diaspora. They've already made up their mind on what to do. It's either they support or they don't support. All what we are doing here is to enlighten our people, to spread the gospel, to encourage more people who are willing to listen to vote. We are doing our job. We are in diaspora. Not all of us want the suffering to continue. But guess what? There are some people some of us in diaspora who like it the way it is. Some people in diaspora like it the way it is. So, like I said earlier, it's a shame that when our prime minister he brought out the chart of those that voted in Africa and those that voted in diaspora. Those that voted in diaspora were less. It is a shame. How can those that in Africa, in Nigeria, in that zoo, they are voting more than us? That we get internet, we get phone, we get every single thing, every resource for us to easily vote and move on in life. But those on ground are the ones voting more. Is that not a shame? And we're here talking to people that are, like our brother said, they are nearly gone. They've lost hope. They live almost all their life here in diaspora. They are saying, oh, how is it going to work? Oh, they've not consulted us. Oh, campaign this. Campaign what? Please don't give these people time. I don't give. Would they see? Don't give anybody any time to use it to add on and put on unnecessary arguments. We don't have time for this. Please, let's move forward.
Okay, thank you.
Jaja, please go ahead.
Thank you, Emeka. I think I will leave this aside for now. I will leave this aside for now. Anyway, the thing is that I've always said that even I've Constitution of Nigeria, if you download it yourself, you will not see anything Igbo. You will not see anything Biafra. You will not see anything Christianity. You will not see anything as maybe traditional religion. You will not see. We are not part of that constitution. It's not made for us. It's completely against Biafrans, against Ndibo. So whoever cares to understand how these people planned this game, you don't need to even read it. Just download it and do a search. You will not see anything that will favor you as a citizen, in that dungeon. So we're not part of it at all. In that sham that they put there. But a lot of people that are living there, when they come, we have to address them so that their foolishness, sometimes some of them will receive the antidote to their problem. Is possible. And for me, according to what the person is saying, the Jews have a lot of things, properties all around the world, even before.
Come on, Joe, we can't hear you.
Oh, sorry. Before USSR disintegrated, all the countries within USSR, they have, some of them have houses in Russia, some of them have houses in different places. Nothing happened to their property. When they dissolved, or they went back and still get their property. Forget about what happened in Port Harcourt. That is why a lot of them are denying their identity. So property is not problem at all. What is more important is our freedom. When we get our freedom, every other thing will fall in place. Just like Jaja said, he said, we will get those things, in 100 foods. If we can survive just with 20 pounds, and we are all over the world making impact, then what is a property? It just question that foolish people that that don't understand the law, always ask. But it's good that sometime we address them, because everybody is not learning at the same level, so that through that we can also win them. For me, this referendum is not just for me alone. I have to do my own part to make sure that I help as many people as I can help, to vote. I cannot ignore them. Then, when I have already done my part and they refuse to, pay attention, yeah, that is your problem. As you know, how they said that
and my brother Kama, on the process of helping others, on the process of trying to win others, do not be consumed by the fire yourself. Because if you want to save a person that is being burnt by fire, you don't need to be with him in that fire in order to save him, in the sense that you want to save him. What you have to do, you will first of all save yourself. You will be of help, more of help to that person when you are outside than when you are being suffocated with him or her in that fire. And that is what we, the Biafrans, has done. If by the work that our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has done, and the one our Prime Minister Mazi Samuneba has done, that the person that is a professor or a doctor can still not reason and see reasons with this man, it's not you that will convince that person. Our brother Emeka make a reference of what our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did 2015. If those men will hear from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu face to face and they laughed at him and they said it's like we are even going to the war immediately, because they are blinded to the occasion of what is happening today and right before your eyes. Thousands are dying on daily basis. Or do you think that those pictures you see, that those things are Photoshop? Or are they also blind at the same time? Did their professor and their doctorship make them blind, that they don't know when somebody have died? I think that what that made somebody a learned person, or somebody that is that will speak for people. If you're a doctor, one of the things that you have is a human conscience. It doesn't matter which doctor you are, so long as you're a human, you should know what life value of what it is. And this is what we, the Biafrans, has find out. We know it from the origin, that life has value. And that is why we are protecting our people. For the places that killings are going on, is not happening in Biafra. And you're coming here to tell me that I should convince that person. What other conviction will I give to that person rather than the protection that our people are enjoying? If he wants people to convince, he should go to the north and convince them. If you can convince Fulani, convince those that are being eaten up by jealousy of those that anything Igbo Union are cost. They are cost people. Anything Igbo Union, they are cost people. And those people are not the people that will use as an example that you're going to save somebody. These are people that know the truth. There's an adage. A foolish man, a foolish child will grow up, if he didn't emancipate himself from his foolishness, he will grow up to be a foolish elder. And when his foolishness has materialized and matured to that extent, not you, no type of evidence will be able to prove to that person that what you're saying is the right way to go. Because his foolishness grow with him and get matured with him. So we are not here to convince people and beg them, oh, please now, it's for your interest. We are not here for that. That is not why we're here, to pamper them. Oh, it's your right now, it is this. When Biafra come, we will tell them, this is what we are trying to show you then. But you pay the blind eyes to it. And this is the punishment, the penalty to your stupidity. And that is the only way a foolish man learns. A foolish man doesn't learn the easy way. Thank you so much. The host, it's like you want to say something so that we'll give
Can
the
I
mic
say
to those that are
something,
raising their
Yes,
hand.
please?
I want to
So
say
many
something.
Can I
people.
I
say
want to chip
something,
Yes,
something
very,
please?
very
in.
briefly.
I'm getting ready to go to work. Please, can I say something?
Wait a minute.
But if not, I can
I want to
Yes,
chip.
go ahead, please. Go ahead.
Have you
Go ahead.
allowed us to talk?
Otu, Chuku Mahazie, go ahead, please.
Okay. Thank you. I'm sorry for those I might be taking the mic away from, but I wanna lay emphasis on three things. First, our Prime Minister said that we have taken the responsibility for people to make decisions for themselves in the zoo, and in the zoo, and also to the foolish people that feels that they've gone to the outside world, to the diaspora, and they still can't think properly. We have taken the right away from them to make decisions, because since they've been making decisions for us, it has brought nothing but poverty, suffering, and killings to our people. And secondly, I'm going to talk about our constitution. In the zoo constitution, there might not be a clause there for a referendum, but I want to ask something. Even after the death of Abiola, and because of the Fulani saw the chaos that could bring, they quickly went and brought another Yoruba man, another Yoruba criminal, who right now is even paying for his price for killing Biafra during the Biafra genocidal war, which is Obasanjo. They went and brought him out of prison from nowhere. All of a sudden, they did their charade election, and Abu Salam and the British Luciferian agents sat down and wrote a constitution. I want to ask something. Before a constitution is being written, there has to be something called a constitutional conference, where you will have every ethnic tribe in that particular geographic location that is trying to come together to form a country. They have to come together and agree. Understand? And in that constitutional conference, there will be a constitutional council or body that will take in the consideration and the concern of every ethnic indigenous in that country. You understand? I would take because everybody has to submit their own concern, what they want to be in. But nothing like that happened. All of a sudden, we heard that a charade election has taken place. They gave Obasanjo became the winner, and all of a sudden, Abu Salam from nowhere brought out a constitution and said that this is the constitution of Nigeria. So Nigeria did not follow any due process to create a constitution. Why am I saying all these things? Because that constitution doesn't apply to us. And before any country can get a seat in the United Nations, of course, which is a very, very, very corrupt body, you have to be a signatory to international law. Nigeria is a signatory to international law, but yet the international rules. And aside from that, international law guarantees self-determination, guarantees them to choose to pull out from any union. That is why Britain were able to enter the European Union. That is why USSR was able to be dissolved. That is why, even though Russia were able to help the Donbass region to conduct a referendum, which United Nations didn't want to recognize due to they have an agenda they are trying to achieve, but at the same time, they were able to pull out from Ukraine because of all those exercises are being guaranteed under the international law. So Nigeria might not have that referendum clause in their so-called charade constitution, but what we are doing is right. So I want to tell those people that are saying the constitution does not guarantee you to have any referendum, that who's going to recognize it, or maybe saying that, oh, the union of Nigeria, the country Nigeria is indivisible or cannot be divided. That's bullshit. You understand? So long as what we are doing is recognized under the international law, Nigerian constitution can go to hell. So that's by the way. Then thirdly, I want to address another thing about the so-called people that are thinking because of you have property all over the zoo, that's why you don't want to fight for Biafra. Let me tell you something. We have the ICC and we have the ICJ. On the aspect of citizens and their properties, maybe all over the world, or maybe they were in a particular place and later they left that entity and they formed their own entity. You see, if you are in the zoo now, please, this advice is going to anybody in the zoo that has property, because your property is not going to stop us from getting our freedom. If you are in the zoo and you have a property, if you don't have a C of O, even if you have a C of O or maybe a power of attorney or any proof that says you have that property, if you can sell it now. But if you cannot sell it, no problem. That's why we want to get Biafra, a government that will work for us. When we get our country, when we get our nation, our government can proceed to ICJ. As long as you can provide a proof that you have a property in so and so place, but due to the fact that you left that entity and you're not part of it, our government can use your proof of receipt or maybe your document to show that you own a property in that place and go fight for you in the International Court of Justice. And so long as they know what had happened, they know the history and how everything played out, you are going to win the case. So what happens is every country gets a particular amount of grant. Let's say we leave Nigeria now. You understand? If Nigeria still continue to exist, or any part of Nigeria that place, that property is continue to exist, whatever grant they are supposed to be getting, so long as you have a proof that you had a property there and they took it away from you, when that money is supposed to be given to you, instead it goes to your government and it will be used to compensate all those people that lost their property. As far as you can show a proof of document to show that you have this property. Most especially those with C of O's, where you buy lands and you build your house, you will get your reimbursement back. So there's no need for you to be worried, because what is the essence of you having a house in a place that you know that tomorrow somebody can wake up one morning and put it on fire? Than for you to have a freedom whereby your government will fight for you, they guarantee your safety and security of your life and property, and you live like human being. So what I want to say is, all that bullshit talk about you saying that your property is here and there, and because of that we're not going to get Biafra, please, let's throw that in the bin, in the dustbin. And for those people that now is not the time for us to be convincing nobody. We don't have that time. We have taken the ability for them to make decision, and we are going to make that decision for them. It doesn't take a crowd to get freedom for a nation. It only takes few people that are determined. So that's just all I have to contribute. Thank you.
Mazemeka, can I chip something in? Are you there? All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Mecca, there are many people who put their hand have been here for a long time. Network. Why you put?
Oko the number. Chalu, don't vex.
My network is knocking me down.
Oko the number. You will speak. You will speak. All right. Karma is real, my brother. You understand everything. But the only problem we have now with you is that we give you message to deliver to these people. Give them the message, the reply from Jaja. Deliver it to them. We are not here to romance anybody. And again, you should be mindful of this kind of people. Although you have taken your stance. You stand for freedom. But this kind of people, they can bring you down. These are the people that are paid to sell this narrative. Do you understand me? Have you asked yourself why the people that we started this race together, why they fell out? It is because they listen to people like this. They can deceive you. They can confuse you with whatever they have. They know the right thing. They know it's not possible to seize any of our properties. They did it before because people like us, we are not there. That's why it worked for them. They will tell you this is abandoned property. Abandoned property. It happened then because people like us, we are not there then. It cannot happen again. Let them never sell such narrative to us. We have gone very far. We have gone very far to think about property or what is property. Nobody have right to seize any of our property in any state in Nigeria when Biafra is restored. It's not possible. Deliver our message to them. Let them know that we have gone too far. If they will wake up from their slumber, it's okay for them. If they will not, we are moving ahead. We are moving ahead. We are not looking at their faces. Be mindful of such people. Where is Iken Guruagu today? Where is 700 teeth? Where many of them, it is because they listen to politicians, they listen to all this kind of Igbo Union people. They are dangerous. They never want our freedom. They are pleased the way Nigeria is. They are okay with it because Nigeria made them. We love freedom. We need freedom to our people. We need our people to have good life. That's all. Send our message to them. My brother Kama Israel, do that. Please, it's very important. You understand everything. You knows what is right and what is wrong. But the problem we are having here is you said you will not deliver the message to deliver it to them. Deliver it to them. Thank you. Who is next to go? Mazemeka, who is coming up? Are you there? Jaja, can anybody hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Can you hear us? Can anybody hear me?
Yes, I
I can
can
hear
hear
you.
you. I can hear you. I can hear you very well.
Okay. Mazi Kama is real. You've heard it now. You can't convince everybody. And as in, look, I've spent my time listening than talking. I don't listen, or calculate, listen. Some people just want to argue. They just want to air out their the person is not interested in the solution. You would know, but no, this is what I observed. When somebody is asking questions to water down the momentum. No. I mean, these are doctors, like you said, these are professors, according to their certificates. But it doesn't seem they can be reasoned properly. I'm sorry to say, but that's the truth. That's the truth. Mary, our sister Mary, please go ahead. Can you hear us?
Yes. Good evening. Good evening, Jaja God. Good evening, Brother Frank. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, 247, my big brother. Good evening, our leader, Okukalo. Good evening, Itiare Kondo, the dragon. Yes, my people. Have you voted? Visit Biafra, the public government.org. Yes, I vote. I have voted my family and my friends, and they are trying to help other peoples. So, Biafra, please help other your friends, your people. Tell them, especially the young ones who still in the school, they know how to do it. And be careful, please, my people. When you're doing it, be careful. If you're in Nigeria, make sure you vote for yourself. For yourself, not for anybody, for your future. Young ones, if you want to have a good life, if you don't want to remain enslaved, people who be up to age of 70, 70 something, 60 something for Nigeria government politician, they are not going to give you anything. No. Look at them, their children. No any of them in Nigerian government. But you're there, you're suffering. Your father, your mother are suffering for you, and you too, you're suffering for yourself. Just to have food for your own mouth, just to survive. Do you know why? Because that is why Biafra come. That is why Biafra said to you, you have to vote. You have to vote to declare your own country, your own nation, so that they can give you what Nigerian government cannot give it to you. What government cannot give to you, Biafra is ready to give to you. Outside country, where we are now, where you people are crying, thinking that here is more better. My sister, my brother can tell you, no, it's not better. That is why we here crying to declare Biafra even today. If it's good for us so much, we will not to look after you guys. We will remain here. We will not be here because everything is okay. But none. It's not okay here, and we will not even not okay. We would not allow that we leave our own land, come to other people's land, leave our own promised land to rot in, to go just like that for the hand of strange people. No, we will not allow that. Because if we here allow the strange people come and forfeit our own thing, what about when we come back our own home? Where are we going to stay? Means that we will be a lost people. So we said no. And Simon Ekpa and Nnamdi Kanu said no, that cannot happen. We have to have our own nation. No one can make we run to our own land, go to another people's land and disturb them. And then they are not cheering us. They are suffering us, and they are collecting what belongs to us in our own land here. So, my people, please, I'm begging you, vote. Vote for your life. Don't say you don't know. Don't listen because Maasi Nnamdi Kanu been suffering for many years to be. That is, he tell you people, Maasi Nnamdi Kanu before they kidnap him because of this vote. To you to have your life. You would not tell Mary. You would not tell Mary that you don't know anything about Biafra, or you don't know anything what to do, what Biafra mean for you. You will not tell this Mary here. No, I will not believe you. Even as they kidnapped Maasi Nnamdi Kanu, the whole world know about it. And you will ask question, why? They will tell them because he's fighting for Biafra. Okay, now Mazi Nnamdi Kanu no day as they kidnap him. Who is at the present now? The same thing when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did. Mazi Simon Ekpa take over. Said no, that thing you people plan, he would not succeed. He pick over. As a dragon, he make the fire even more hotter than for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now the whole world, even though you are in the hole, even though you are in short, anywhere you are, as a woman being, even animal self, no, Biafra is coming. Because of Simon Ekpa. Because if you're international, even the Sioux government, let me tell you, if you say you don't know, Sioux government right later, they said they should kidnap Simon Ekpa, the whole world, even they come out in Sioux media dancing. So you want to tell me in this vote time, you hear when they want to kidnap him, but you will not hear, you will not understand where he tell you to vote. And you coming out to ask, my people, please now, don't do this because it's not working out. It will not help you guys. Because in form of like confusion, because if you listen to those kind of people, if you think straight, he will make you start thinking short. Like he want to confuse them, he want to make them, your brain will be just because they put something there where you're trying to feel, I want to be right or I want to be wrong. Please, my people, those people know about it. We don't need to listen. Only thing you will tell them, you hear about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you say yes. You know about Mazi Simon Ekpa, you say yes. Okay, go to Twitter, X Twitter, find out what he's saying, if it's right or no. In this vote, those kind of people, in this vote, please, my people, go into the space, listen from him from up to down. Then, when you come back, ask me. I will give you a question where I will give you an answer. What you don't understand what he said, I will answer you. Simple and short. For the people who said, I know, but I don't know how to do this, cut the matter short, very simple. Let us learn sample. Look at our leader said, the dragon, as a present now. Sanusi is want to declare jihad. And you people know the agents. They are not talking about that. The agent, who is the agent? Swole and Aisha Owari. I don't know whether not the dead one, whether he married the dead one or the life one. I don't know. That woman, Aisha. Now they are talking about law abiding. Swore here they talk about the leader of yesterday. Is still corrupt and this. How can we make better? How can you make better? Agent of Sanusi. Agent of Sanusi, make the Biafra talk about that. Make Biafra, make all of us disgrace these people. They are the biggest fool in this world, Oshore, after you could not kill your own brother. And now you think you want to bring that stupid confusion for your life to think that can sell? Oh my God, you make the biggest mistake. Biafra nowadays of Simon Ekpa, no be DOS. Aisha, that woman, where they since Jonathan, where Chibok then kidnap Chibok children, kidnap innocent people. These people never see law abiding. Which law abiding where you guys they talk? I bet those people where then they kidnap. Are they not law abiding? I bet which people they talk law abiding? Is it the criminal of Fulani government? Oshore, me I the one ask you. Which one you dey? You dey front or you dey back or you dey center? Una shame, they shame others. But they work for Biafra land. Agent of Sanusi. Biafra, open your eye. Waiting Simon Ekpa is saying. It's not bad, it's coming, jihad, very, very strong. It's dancing like I don't know. You guys know, you open your eye well. Sure and Aisha Buhari, they are agent of Sanusi for jihad to declare in Nigerian Sioux government, but not in Biafra. Because if they come our land, they will even die before they will penetrate there. This will not be joke, no be laughing matter. Because we are not joking. We are only saying for the people who want to die in the north. We are only saying for the people who said they don't want to go back to their own land. Say we should beg them. They said we should tell them, I don't know whether they will take knife, open your head and pack sand, put inside. Or whether they will use a knife, scrub your eye open before you see they want to destroy you. And you will say someone not tell you. Who does that? When you see Sanusi, the Boko Haram leader, the Fulani agents, the Britain killers, they are dancing, they are coming up. They even said they want to force you to speak Arabic, to speak Fulani, what you don't know in school, but your own language you cannot speak in the school. Who does that? Who does that? Your own language. They want to even speak the stupid English Britain give to you. And now they said, if you want to be law abiding, what that means? Is it not you to speak one language, mean Fulani? Is it not that? If you cannot speak Fulani, tell me, is it not jihad? Is it not by killing you? Aisha Obuari, you with Oshore. The law abiding, you're crying. You know yourself, Nigeria is different tribe. You can't force them. You can't force them to be law abiding. You can't force them to cover cloth, even though they carry knife, they carry gun. Nobody know poison. Like all of you people. Aisha Obuari no go come and say these people, they are different tribe. You can't law abide them. You cannot even law abide the Fulani in the north. You are not talking about that. Jehovah Almighty, who carry heaven and earth, he will destroy you people. The confusion of Almighty will fall upon your children if you don't change. Because you know what you're doing. Aisha Obuari Oshwore, now you are the core. You're suffering the poor children in Nigeria. You know about it. The Nigerian Sioux government, since 1914, the old people still there. And you've been crying, so be till today. No changing. Now you want to change Nigeria. How can you change the old fools who are still there? And they ask you, how can you change it? What is the question we're supposed to tell them? No, be you to tell them to separate the Nigeria. Then they cannot do anything. As you said, Nigeria, it cannot change. What stop you to open your own mouth? Say the best thing to let everybody go their own way. If you're a true person, Suore, now me they call you Mary, now be my name. If you're a right person, if you're a true sender, like young boys like you want to be safe, as they are asking you question in Nigerian Sioux media, you will tell them, tell Buhari your friend, Aisha Buhari, will sit down with you. You will tell him that the children where they law abiding, now their blood and they share 24 hours. Tell them, the people where they say law abiding, who do you want to be? Is it the poor ones or the Sioux government, Nigerian Sioux government, Britain and Fulani? Which one are you talking about? Because they are destroying these people's life day by day. They are burning their market day by day. As the way they would keep them law abiding in Nigeria. Oh my God, the evil. Una they too wicked. It will swallow you guys. Swallow and Buhari, Aisha Buhari, you get Pekin. You get Pekin, you get son. You get daughter. The way other women, they cry. And you using stealing by tricks to steal their life. And God will steal all your patience, all your good thing in your life, and you will suffer so much. That angel of heaven, if you no send your first son to go and meet virgin, you will so painful for this life. I'm telling you the truth. You will not have peace. You will never have peace for the blood of innocent, because you're so wicked. You and Sunasi, that man, that leader of Boko Haram, now he don't they come out, don't abiding. Children, they are suffer. Everywhere are this. Nigeria cannot mute. Nigeria cannot this. Nigeria cannot that. And the ending, you want them to come out, make them they kill them, make them they protest. Who won't give them? By them standing by their own feet and decide, I don't need Nigeria anymore. God forbid. You guys will pay. You will pay for blood of innocent. You will pay. You guys can never escape. I'm telling you, you will never in this life. Because Biafra is going. And we thank God for Dragon and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We say, may God Almighty continue to bless them, protect them for us. Because we can't stop. We can't stop, my people. We can't stop. We can never stop. We can never leave chance for demon. We can never stop. And you must vote. Vote Biafra. Fund Biafra. Stand with the army. Very, very, very important. Stand with the army of Biafra. Vote for them. Make sure you fund them, so that as we declare our land, we will tell Britain there is no way you can penetrate our land. No fucking way. I'm telling you, sorry. Your Nigeria will swallow you. Buhari, Aisha Buhari, agent of Sanusi, you will hear boy. I'm telling you the truth. They are burning innocent people market in Lagos, law abiding. They are destroying their livelihood, law abiding. Economic is going down. That is where they're burning their suffering. That is where the economic will go high. Aisha Buhari, tell them to leave the innocent to go, because they don't have time. We serve, not be to tell them. We don't have time. You know about it. Don't cry for our head, but we want to tell you we know what you're doing. So Nigerian sue government, and the ones who won't die with Nigeria continue. But now your life they destroy. If you don't know, if you know, wake up for now to vote for Biafra, to you to have life. We are not begging anyone, and we can't go back. That is the truth. Thank you, my people. Vote for Biafra. Let me give other people mic. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear. Thank you, Sister Mary,
Okay.
for that
Thank
contribution. Mazi is next.
Thank you, my brother. God bless you. I just want to thank everybody, the host, the co-host, each and every one of you, all protocol observed. Thank you for holding it down. You know, I will still give my own little advice. You know, it's my own opinion. You may not like me. Yeah, that will be fine. But when you throw me away, don't throw my word away. You may need it one day. Um, I'm doing my own part. I'm there, I vote, my children, I vote, and I make sure even my grandchildren, the ones that are able to vote, is voting. And they're still helping people to vote. But what the piece of advice I will give to you is, when I was in the zoo, I was thinking like the zoo people too. There are things, even as you're talking about one Nigerian, if you talk about Biafra, I will look at you, I'll tell you, say no. You know, your brain, if it's been stigmatized, if your brain been washed, if it's all you know, you have been brainwashed. There are people who eat nonsense.
nonsense shit. They think it is good because that's all they know. They never test the other side, know that it's bad. Let me give you one example. In Nigeria, if you go to the market to buy something, they will tell you, say, if you don't want to buy, leave. Somebody who wants it will come and buy. It is a normal thing in Nigeria. And we don't take it as a bad thing. We think it's normal. That is no for people who know something. Everybody counts. Even if he didn't come today, even if he didn't buy today, he may come and buy tomorrow. You can now use those language for someone. I know that, annoyance, angry can make you, go out of your way, say something with someone who is hard headed. Another thing you have to understand is everybody does not comprehend one way. Not everybody learns something at the same pace. There are people who, once you tell them, they will catch it right away. Some people will, you have to say it one, two, three times they catch. There are people you will say it up to 100 times before they get it. People will say, a lot of people will think that as Mazen Namdekano is being locked up, that everybody know. Not everybody know. Don't say that. But for you, your own mind, you would think everybody know it, or every Biafrans that is in diaspora knows it. There are people who don't know. Being honest to you. This evangelism is not one time. It may be one time for the people who their brains are open, who listen, who understand, who catch up immediately. There are people who does not, just like I said earlier, it takes time. You have to be saying it over and over and over before it could register. And when they register on those ones, they don't go back. Some people may be asking some foolish you think it's foolish question because it sounds foolish, but for them it's not foolish question. They know why they're asking, but there is still a way we can still talk to them in a gentle way. We don't have to be harsh. We don't have to say it in a way because our people says when you are curing eyes, you don't have to put pepper. Pepper does not go in the eye. Two wrongs does not make a right. I'm not saying you're wrong, but what I'm saying is we have to check the way we approach things because of those who are fragile, because of those
Have you voted? Uno vote to go keke unu melụ. Uno vote to go keke unu melụ. Ndewonu. Onye ọbụla vote we vote we vote wenu vote wenu. I vote we help nwanne gị. If you vote, help others. Daalụnụ. Na-vote unu, na-vote unu. Congratulations for ndị niile vote unu. Welcome to Biafra. We are going home. Thank you for joining. Everybody, my YouTube channel was blocked yesterday. Yes, my YouTube channel was blocked. So, but my newer YouTube is on. Obi Biafra Chicago. Obi Biafra Chicago is on. You will see my picture with our flag. I think it's in the airplane. So keep voting. Make sure you don't give up. We are going home. Biafra is our home. Keep voting. They are scared of us more than we are scared of them. Nobody should. Yes, on the first day. How many people have you voted? Have you helped? Help them. Help them. Give them instruction. Step by step on how you voted successfully. Easy. Voting is good, but it's not enough. You need to educate others. Help others. Yes, Dalu. Yes, so we must go home. Voting is not enough. Help others, direct others, our aged parents, our people back home. Tell them how it will happen. Step by step, how they should vote. Everybody must vote yes for Biafra. Ndewonu. Onye ọbụla onye atụ n'ụjọ. We are going home. Biafra is our home. Anything you are doing today, anywhere you are today, you are in America, you are in London, you are in Canada, you are in advanced slavery. Nothing like home. We are going home. We have finished developing America and Canada and all this Western world. We want to develop our own. Ngwanu, let's go home and develop our own. You will come to America, have your 5 kids and 100 children, and build your house and buy houses here. After every, they will take it back. 99% of Biafrans in America are living in their own apartment. Yes, in their own building. From Bekelolo, 1904. Some of them more than 100 years ago. Go $million. Kukidu we are 30 years. Before I now, everything will go back to them. Let's go home and build our own. We have tried. We have built their own for them. Let's go. Let's go. Beacon, on your honor. Let's go and build our own. Let them visit our own, because Biafra, United States of Biafra, will be best. We have good weather. Let's go home, please. On your honor, buta ya kainano. Onadia. Buta bagi. Ebe ka anyị ga-ebinye aka ebe esere Biafra, papia na mamia. Ndị enweghị okporo ụzọ, ha enwe ya. Okporo ụzọ awala, ha enwe ya. Ndị enweghị ọkụ latrik, ha enwe ya. Ndị enweghị ụlọ ọgwụ, ha enwe ya. Ndị enweghị ọrụ, ha enwe ya. Ihe niile duru n'ime ya. Mmiri ọṅụṅụ inwenwuhu. Ndị enweghị mmiri ọṅụṅụ, ha enwe ya. Ama m otu esi akwụ ụgwọ mmiri na America. Maka most places, mmiri will free. Ndị bi na suburbs na-akwụ ụgwọ. Only people living in suburbs pay water bill. These are the things we have in our area. Mmiri Dubai. a ga-awa ya atinyela onye ọbụla. Ụlọ niile anyị na-ahụ ị na-eme admire can be in your own village. Let them visit us. Let them visit us. Ọ ihe anyị chọrọ. Anyị achọghọ ka anyị nọrọ achọ ebe anyị na-achọ visa eje. Let them come to our own. Let them come to our own. Ka ha bịagodi na nke anyị. Ha bịatụ. O tego aka anyị jebe na nke ha. Let them come. Ngwa na-enenụ ka anyị shia ka unu hụ ọnụdụ na adịghị unu mma. Is this not the kind of things you want in your own village? Nebi anya. Achọghọ m ka ọgụ egwu because egwu ahụ ọ ga-agụ nwere ike ime ha ebidokwa blọk wakwa peji m. Na-eni anya. Udu no ọnụnwa, is it not better? Don't you want this kind of houses? Kam mee ya ka nwetu eke unu hụ ya ọfụma. Zoom ya ka unu hụ ya ọfụma. Udu na ọ dịghị unu mma. Ọsọ unu nsọ. Oh, chọrọ m ka o play egwu. Nani anya, this kind of house, is it not your village? Is this kind of things not good for your own village? Udu no ọsọ unu nsọ. Vote when keep voting. Keep voting. This is someone's village. Someone's village. This is someone's village. About two bedroom ịkụkwatala ka ihe eji wee na ha ero de ha. Ka ị ga-eji wee Biafra abịa ịchọ ka anyị zebelu gị. Daalụ ndewonu. Onye ọbụla keep voting. Voting is not enough. When you vote, tell others the step by step. When they have their Gmail created, when they have their Gmail, the next thing, keep your password and do what? Log in with the link. If you need the link, inbox me. If you need the link, inbox me. We will send it to you again and again. I've sent to about 5 people since I wake up now. Keep sharing. Thank you for people that are sharing our videos. People that are commenting. People that are liking it. We must go home. Biafra is our home. This is the kind of Ogeheru 5 years Biafra land are they like this. This might be 1,000, 2,000 story building. How tiny are they? The one village can take 1 million. One village can take 1 million building. 1 million upstairs. No ofu ane. No 3 or 5 plots. That is what we want. Let's go there. We will get there. We are going home to build our own. We are finished building for the West. Ndocha, aya alocha golo ha. Aya bidogo from slavery. Luolu had their own. We've started from slavery. They kidnap our forefathers. Our forefathers, we are building their country for them. Now they are enslaving us again in Kikpazwa for us to come and be packing shit and be building their country again. And they have the guts to go and give Tucano Jet helicopters. It's not only 12 helicopters. Tucano Jet was inside because some of you didn't know. Thank you for joining. Thank you for sharing. We must go home. God bless our leader, Mazen Nande Kanu. God bless our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa. God bless our Biafra Liberation. WOTOWOTO kahana enyen na ihe ha na-akụ. Ihe ha na-akụ WOTOWOTO. So, God bless everybody. We must go home. Obiara egbu m ga-egbu onwe ya ise. Ya gazie na ụmụnne m ka chi fonu from this side. Echi anyị ekwu